this is Margaret, and this is Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today I found a cake that I like to do. It's called a 3-layered Napoleon recipe cake. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is get some fresh strawberries, about a half a cup, and then you're going to puree them and strain them. Try to get out the seeds. I already did that, as you see. The next you're going to do is make sure you have 1.5 cup of butter, room temperature, and then mix it. When you mix your butter though, try to mix it for at least 5 to 6 or 8 minutes, they say, to make sure it's fluffy. So I already got mine already mixed, but we're going to start it. So I'm mixing my butter. The next thing we're going to do is add in a half a cup of sugar. So we're going to go ahead and add a half a cup of sugar, little at a time. I have not made this cake, so bear with me. And a half a cup of sugar. So we got the half a cup of sugar in. We're going to let it go in and mix it. Starting to look really good. Let me turn it off, and then you're going to be scraping the sides down quite a bit. So let's scrape down the sides. And yes, I got a new mixer. Woohoo! So let me scrape down the sides. And keep scraping them. So the sides are done. Next, we're going to start adding 6 eggs, but they're going to need to be at room temperature, and we're going to do them at one at a time. First egg. Crack it in. And let it mix. Turn this a little bit on. Okay, so let's start cracking the second one. Letting it mix. The third. Get really pretty, the color. Now let's go ahead and start the fourth. Letting it mix. Number 5. And then the last one. Again, make sure they're at room temperature, no more than 2 hours, your eggs at room temperature, otherwise they spoil. So we got the eggs in here. Next, we're going to put salt. With salt, you're going to put 1 teaspoon of salt. So put 1 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Let's get the vanilla in. And the vanilla is going to be 2 teaspoons. I'm sorry, it's 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1 and 2. You can use any type of vanilla you like, but I like using my vanilla that I get from Mexico. I just like the smell of it. Okay, starting to mix. Now, you're going to get 3 separate bowls like I did here. I have 3 separate bowls ready. You're going to get a half a cup of, 1/4 cup of cocoa, and then we're going to use the strawberries for the other layer, because then you're going to have white, chocolate, and strawberry. So those are going to be the colors. While it's mixing now, we're going to add in, you're going to use, now the flour is a little bit different. This flour is going to be the self-rise flour. I got mine from Gold Medal. And make sure it says self-rise flour. If you can't find self-rise flour, all you have to do is look it up. I believe it's flour with some baking soda in there, or baking powder. I don't know which one, but I bought it. I'm sure you can look it up. So now let me add in my flour. Give me one moment. Everything's off. So we're going to add that in. And we're going to mix it up. Put my little shield on it so the flour doesn't go everywhere on me. And let that mix. Oops. Get the salt out of the way. And then we're going to be scraping down the bowl in just a second. I like this little device. We can pour out of it, or it helps with the flour not to fly all over the place. Oh, it looks so pretty. Now cake is more like a sponge cake too. So, give me one moment. And you're going to make sure your temperature on your oven is at 350 for this. So let me just scrape it down. And let it mix just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And while that is mixing, you're going to get 3 cake pans. And in your cake pans, I'm using an 8-inch. And then you're going to spray it, or you can use your butter, the paper from the butter, and butter it. But make sure you use the parchment paper as a liner. If you don't know how to cut it, look at one of my videos. I'll show how to cut parchment paper to fit your cake pan. So while that's mixing, I'm just going to put my oven. I forgot to preheat my oven to 350. Perfect. Let's turn it off. Looks good to me. Take this off. I'm still learning how to work this one. Let's see. There it is. Up. There it goes. Comes off this way. So, and then we're going to divide this again into 3. But let me get all this goodness out because I don't want to waste it. Oops. And I'll show you how to do the colors then. Let's just get it off. Okay, I'm just going to stick it in here. I'm a messy cook, huh? Okay, so next we're going to do is just divide this into 3 different bowls. So I'm just going to put some in here. I'm just scooping it at a time. And I'm using 8-inch pans, just to let y'all know again. Oven's at 350. Good catch, huh? This one. Napoleon cake came from Italy. A true story is the Italian people invented this, and he used to make the cake the color of the flag. Then later on, they decided they changed the color because it was more pleasing for people to eat. Okay, so I got my 3 right here. Perfect. So I'm going to keep my vanilla to the side because we need 1 plain. The next one we're going to do it with cocoa. Let's put the cocoa in here. And then we're going to mix it up. And again, that was 1/4 of cocoa to make this a chocolate cake. And it's still mixing. Okay. Looks like it's being mixed. Very good. This cake is going to be very chocolate. Okay. And then the next one is going to be my strawberry. And then I'm going to put my strawberry in here. And she also said on this recipe, if you want to make it a little bit redder, you can. You can just use some food color, but I'm just going to keep it natural. Looks pretty. I'm going to get me a little, one of these little whisks. I think it will work better. I'm just going to whisk it. See, it's trying to get the pink color, but maybe I have to put a little bit more in here. Like I said, this is Recipe Amateur Investigator, so we're going to see if this works, this recipe. To me, it's not that pink, so maybe I might add a little bit of food color in here. Because see, if you look at it, it's kind of got the, it's going to have a strawberry taste, but it's kind of more of a light vanilla to me. So I'm going to add some more in here. So let me get my food color. There it is. Okay. Put a little red in it. I didn't want to do it, but I wanted to be able to, when you slice the cake, to see it. So I think that would do. Okay, now we're getting, now we know why she said to add it, because now it looks the color. Okay, so I got that one done. Let me just put that here. And I still don't like the way this chocolate's looking. So what I'm going to do is use my little whisk. And whisk it. Oops, I don't want it to go all over that one. When you do this, get a bigger bowl. That's my suggestion. Make sure the bowl that you're dipping your chocolate in is bigger than the other ones, because this chocolate just flies everywhere. But it's chocolate. Okay. So we're going to do next is going to get the 3 bowls. I'm going to put 3 pans. I'm going to put my strawberry in one. Find places to stick on this mess. Okay. Let's put the strawberry in one. Oh. I can smell the fresh strawberries. Okay, that one's done. Let's spread it around the pan, so make sure it bakes evenly. Okay, that one's in. Do a little shake. And the next one I'm going to put is my vanilla. Let's put the vanilla in. It's going to be a big cake. Okay. And let's put that in. And a little bit more. Okay. And the next one is going to be the chocolate. Yes. Should have used a bigger one, but there we go. This is a chocolate one. Let's put the chocolate in. And spread it over too. And then we're going to bake these in the oven at 350. And let me see how long we're going to bake these for. Give me 1 moment. I dropped my instructions. Oven's just ready. So you're going to put these in the oven at 350, and the cook time is 30 minutes. So I'll be right back when the cakes are out of the oven. See you in a bit. Hi, this is Margaret. So the cakes are already been out of the oven at 350. I took them out. I let them cool. I made her crazy. She said make some. It's called crazy vanilla frosting. So I made that. I already done that, but I have to tell you, I had to start all over because I forgot to add 4 tablespoons of milk. So after I completed that, I went online to see how you make her crazy frosting. I made the crazy frosting and then I stopped because I'll show you why. Let me get it out. It's been in the refrigerator like it said. I'm not going to even complete this recipe because whatever she told me to make it, I follow her recipe to the T. And let me show you. 1 moment. Let me get to my internet. So the name of the place is called biggerbolderbaker.com. And her name is Gemma Stafford. So I went ahead because gives you all different kinds, how to make strawberry, vanilla, coffee, mint, blah, 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 blah. So I went ahead and did 1½ cup of butter, room temperature. I did 5 2/3 cups of confection sugar, and I sifted it as well. I did 2 tablespoons vanilla, and I'm very upset because I ruined my good vanilla on this recipe. I did a pinch of salt, and also 2 to 3 tablespoons of cream. I used cream instead of milk. And I did exactly what she said. I don't even have anything left over. So I'm really, really upset with this recipe. So I would not make this recipe, but maybe you would make the recipe, but I don't. But let's just see what it tastes like now. I'm afraid to even taste it. So let's see what it looks like. I mean, it looks pretty. It looks pretty, right? It looks really pretty. But let's taste it. We got the chocolate with the chocolate icing, got the strawberry with the strawberry icing, and I got the white right there. So I just see what it tastes like. I'm afraid to taste it. So I do not like the chocolate at all. 1 moment. This is why I got this channel, because there's some recipes you follow and this just doesn't taste right. 1 moment. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm going to try to let my kids, anybody eat this recipe. Oh my God, I'm afraid to try the strawberry. The strawberry's not that bad. It tastes really good. I think with the cocoa, she put too much cocoa in there. I mean, that was a lot of cocoa. What was it, 1/4 of a cup? I think that's just too much. Let's try the vanilla. I think it's kind of dry. But again, it's a sponge cake. And then let me just taste the icing. The icing's not that bad. So, if you want to try this recipe, you can go to her site, which is www.biggerbolderbaker.com. Her name is Gemma, Gemma Stafford. But I know I'm not going to serve this to my family tonight or even give half of it away to my kids. So this is Recipe Amateur Investigator. My name is Margaret. Let's try a different recipe. Next week I'm going to be doing a Mardi Gras cake because Mardi Gras takes on. I just don't know what to say about this cake. I'm just upset that I wasted my time and probably yours as well. But again, thank you for visiting my channel at Margaret, at my Facebook page. It's going to be Recipe Amateur Investigator. Join me on group or follow me on YouTube at Recipe Amateur Investigator. So hit subscribe and leave me a nice little comment. And if you want to try it, maybe show me wrong. So talk to y'all later. Till next time. Bye.